Okay, what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna sit 10k off a target, we're gonna blap it really quick, and then we're gonna warp to the run spot. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Outstanding. Okay, stand by.
So hey guys, here's the deal. They got their Prophecy fleet up, and then Razor also has an Oracle fleet. So we should have some interesting stuff about to happen.
So it's going to be like this. We're going to portal through, and at the same time, the triage carriers are going to jump. Just the triage carriers are first. Everyone clear?
Let me see. Oh crap. I think... Will we be able to take on Guardians?
Yeah, they got 4 Guardians. I don't think we should do this.
We can do this.
Don't worry about that.
Now we're gonna fucking play some fun games.
My heart's racing.
Relax. All wings align. Primary is the Dominics in 5, 4, 3, 2. Decloak, decloak, decloak. Torpedoes on the Dominics. Dominics, Dominics.
Orbit on me, micro warp drives on. We're moving.
Secondaries, Vipers, and the Omen.
He's in structure. Take him down.
Nude that Revelation out now.
All newts on the rev.
Burn out towards that Guardians now.
All damps on the damnation, all damps on the damnation. Scepter, stay here and tackle prophecies. This is where we fight.
Alright. So I'm carrying 100 times more than my ship is worth. There were some pirates chasing me. There's one guy chasing me through like 5 different systems. I need to get the fuck out of this system.
This little rock right here is worth about 166 million ISK. For some people this might not be a big deal, but for me, it's huge.
Seller 4.2, pretty nice. Gonna produce 4 of them, 2 days, 19 hours, 11 minutes, 44 seconds. We can expect to make 8 to 10 million around there.
51 out of 56 grid? Okay, good. And we've got 5 modules to fit in here. The ship's speed is actually pretty good. It can hit 4K a second. We're gonna hurt that now by adding on some armor buffer.
Up, success! Yeah. Thanks, dudes.
Yay, it's always so much fun.
Oh yeah, such fun. It's almost done now. Like, less than a week. Oh look!
Whoa!
Okay, good. Oh,
Whoa!
shit.
Wow!
That is mixing gigs right there.
Archivian silos down, Archivian silos down. Go, 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 silos down. Portal, portal, primary.
Gate is green, gate is green. Sniper skills to long range, utilize BNC. Sniper guts idle, and green, come on.
Oh shit, how do I warp to something?
E-war drone. All e-war drones on Scott.
Where are you decloaking?
So will be the secondary. Oh my god, that's a Titan!
Holy shit!
Let's go! Get those fucking bombs out! Red group fire! Gold group stand by! Come on, boys! Come on, come on, come on! Yeah! Yeah! Fucking sweet!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of EVE Collides. I've got a very nice lineup for you this evening. We've got tonight we have Warlords of the Deep versus Sleeper Social Club, which should be a very interesting matchup. Hopefully we're going to get a few more than 3 matches, but we'll see about that in just a minute. I'll take this opportunity to have a quick run over everybody that we've got with us tonight. We have on camera this evening Hellfire Salvo, we have Karka, we have our wonderful commentators Apophany, Suetonia, Elise Randolph, and guest commentator Suleiman Shawa from the Tuskers. None other than Sir Squeebles himself hosting for you again this evening, and the most wonderful team behind the scenes here as well. We have Dwygon still working furiously in the background doing some magic. We have BRJ being very quiet there, and we have Suetonia producing for you tonight, all headed up by the wonderful Mr. Biohazard doing all the buttons and magic. So, with those out of the way, quick thank you to our sponsors, EveBet. Bets are still up. There's some very interesting betting going on, so certainly if you want to make some money, keep an eye on that. We'll be giving away some codes in between the matches as well, so keep an eye on the stream and listen out for the questions we've got coming out for you. Hopefully, very shortly, we will be able to connect you to our new website, which has lots of good stuff on there. All the EVE&T stuff is going to be combined on one website, so we're going to have all the EVE Sports, the EVE Meet stuff. We're going to have some media on there as well, so some EVE Meet reviews, both in and out of game. We've got everything community related will be on there. It's going to be absolutely amazing, so please take a bit of time later this evening to have a browse over that. Like I said, tonight we have Sleeper Social Club and Warlords of the Deep, and with those final words I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Sir Squeebles to tell you a little bit more.
Thank you very much, and I will say I've seen a preview of the new NT Collides website, and it looks amazing, so hopefully that gets up soon, because the preview looked awesome, and I don't think it's gotten any uglier since we saw that. So just to remind people, if you're tuning in for the first episode, this is your first episode. It's our third episode. In the first week, let's see, we had Hard Knock Citizens triumphed over Shadow Cartel, and then in our last episode, Tuskers took a best of 5 against Pandemic Legion. They were both really, really good series, especially Tuskers versus PL was really exciting. So a lot of the same names back. Right off the bat, really quickly, we'll run through who all's here. I know Nash already introduced them, but Suetonia, who are you? What do you do?
I'm Suetonia. I'm most known for doing Eve is Easy, some YouTube videos on YouTube. Eve Online videos, and I also do some streaming on Twitch as well.
Awesome. Twitch streamers are the worst sort of people, but that's okay. Suleiman.
I'm captain of Tuskers team, who participated last week against 2 weekends ago against Pandemic Legion.
And congratulations, well done. Apophany.
Hey, I'm a member of Sniggerly and Pandemic Legion. I write for Crossing Zebras, commentate the Alliance tournament, and generally make an ass of myself in EVE Media.
So say we all. And also, Apophany, I know you're working on another project we're going to talk about a little bit later, which is Fight Club. So look forward to hearing about that. And last but never least, Elise.
Hey, I'm not least in anyone's heart. That's good to know. I'm Elise Randolph. I'm an FC for Pandemic Legion, and I really like Alliance tournament stuff. So I was a commentator for this past Alliance tournament and the one right before that, and I'm quite excited to see this match go down. The last event we did between PL and Tuskers, I had my heart on my sleeve, and I believed really, really hard. But even though we lost, it was still fantastic to watch.
Yeah, it was a really fun series. Again, for anybody just tuning in, this is your first week watching NT Collides, welcome. You can tweet any questions you have at me at EveSirSqueebles, and I try to read those, although it gets sexual really fast. You can also post them in the Twitch chat. We're all keeping eyes on that, so feel free to contribute there. Again, this is a best of 5 series, so these two teams will potentially compete in up to 5 matches. I believe the first week did go the full 5 matches. Last week, I think it was only 4, but my memory is shit because I drink a lot. So without further ado, I think both teams are ready. Can somebody confirm that for me?
Yeah, they're both ready and local.
Awesome. So we won't delay them. A lot of work has gone into this, and sitting on field, you can only talk about so much. Just real quick predictions from a couple of the people. Let's say Suetonia and Apophany. Who do you think is going to take the first match?
I think Warlords might take it.
Nice.
Social Sleeper Club, man.
All right, so we're already, one of you is going to be wrong and the other one's going to be much cooler. With that, Suetonian and Elise Randolph, you guys are commentating the first match. Good luck to both teams, and we'll go ahead and cut over to the arena.
Hey guys, welcome to Even T Collides. This is Elise Randolph. I'm joined by Suetonia, and we have two pretty interesting teams lined up here. For your viewing pleasure, I'll go ahead and introduce the Sleeper Social Club team, and Suetonia can take his boys on the Hydra team, Warlord team rather. So Sleeper Social Club, you'll see they warped in at a pretty harsh angle to what they were hoping for. They're in 2 Sveppels, a Hound, Scimitar, and a Sleipnir. That's the team they took for this match. And Suetonia, tell us about the Warlords team.
Okay, so the Warlords have brought Vindicator, Guardian, Kisuni, and 2 Cruels. A team that's heavy about control with webs and not allowing the enemy team to move or get away or mitigate any damage.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be pretty brutal. Like, we've got, as you were saying, like a really strong control team versus what appears to be more of a kiting team, but a kiting team with the DPS focused in a few core ships.
Yeah, I really like the Sleeper Social Club team. Actually, it looks like a really strong Minotaur Rush team. That Hound is going to hurt the Vindicator too if they can't get rid of it quickly.
What's the game plan here? What do you do in Sleeper Social Club as the match begins right now? Are you just going to sit back and wait for things to happen, or are you just going to try and rush in and?
I think you're going to sit back. Like, you have the Hound, like you can put some good damage onto the Vindicator, and they have to commit eventually because they can't. I don't think the Warlords team can actually project very far.
Yeah, this is a Blaster Vindicator, and the Crewers aren't known for a bunch of damage.
Yeah, so I mean, they do have 26-kilometer webs with heat because they don't have the Warlords team doesn't actually have any links, so they only have the default range.
Yep, that is true. And by virtue of having the Sleipnir on the Sleeper Social Club team, they do get 2 links if they want to choose to use them, which in a 5v5 actually makes a pretty big difference. As you can see, the Sveppels are just opening up on Wild Things as Crewer, just being a little bit of damage.
Looks like the Hound is shooting Wild Things. That's interesting. I would probably go for. I would say I'd go for the Vindicator because a Crewer is not going to take much damage from.
Yeah, the Crewer with the small signature is not going to take a lot of damage at all. What do you think the strategy of the Warlords team is going to be? Like, as we can see, they're just very slowly. Both teams are just very slowly moving around themselves in the arena. No one's really picking up much speed. Actually, as I say that, the Vindicator is actually going, just slowing down now. He was going quite fast before. And Wild Things is pulling back. Do you think they have to kill, do you think Warlords have to kill the Sleeper Social Club Scimitar? Or can they just, by how much control they have, can they just pound through everything?
I think ideally they'd want to kill the Scimitar, but I definitely think they can easily pound through everything. Like the Suples and the Hound, if it gets caught, anything really is going to take full damage as soon as there's a Vindicator web on it. Yeah, but I think this is just sort of like the dance that happens between 2 Rush teams. It looks like they're just trying to get into the best position possible when the actual fight starts.
Yeah, that's something that if you have watched Alliance tournaments before or any of these type of things before, generally the team that rushes in first gives away a lot of tactical advantage. So these teams pretty savvy, knowing what the deal is, and as we can see, like the Warlords team is getting closer and closer.
Yeah, I
They're
think
leading with Wild Things as Crewer right now, and the Vindicator is not very far behind, just pushing Sleeper Social Club to the edge right now.
Yeah, I think Warlords really wants to get them like against the arena edge with the Vindicator. I think that the Crewers are actually in big danger of getting killed by Sveeples pretty quickly if they get caught. So they don't want to commit them.
As you say that, Wild Thing starts taking a lot of damage, gets repped up instantly by Planet 6's Guardian. But yeah, to your point, these Sveppels do apply a lot of damage to this Crewer.
I think the Sveeples are actually autocannon Sveeples. I think they might be Rush. I'm not too sure though. They look like autocannons to me by looking at the ships.
Well, let's take a quick look. I'd say you're right. I'd say you're right. They're not going to volley through this thing at all.
Saying that, Brainstraw's taking a lot of damage right now. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
has got him scrammed now.
Absolutely.
See,
All right. So we see
it's,
ECM drones coming from the Sleeper Social Club just now in a surprise attack. They're going to try and throw these EC drones onto a target.
Oh, Seapool already down.
Oh, that Vindicator web right on the swivel instantly melted. Did you see
I
him?
think
He didn't even get reps.
Yeah, I think the Kasuni here might have a jam on the scimitar. The Kasuni's taking some damage. Now, we're seeing quite a bit of split fire here. It might just be that the Suples are shooting whatever they're on top of because they have to.
Yeah, it looks like the remaining swivel has gone after Leokokim's Kitsune right now, so he's trying to take that out of
is now
the
webbed
field.
by a Vindicator. He's dropping really close down to like 1 MS.
Oh no, there's 90% web from this Vindicator just thrashing things. Sleeper Social Club throwing out more EC300s now, hoping to get a lucky jam cycle. There goes that Swipple. As you mentioned it, that Vindicator web applied, the speed drop to nothing, and death follows.
That Slebna is still doing a lot of damage to the Kasuni, but now that he's alone, I'm not sure if he can break the Guardian reps, even on this like weaker hull that only has 2 lows.
Yeah, I mean, so much of this damage is gone, and as you correctly predicted, the Warlords team didn't really bother with the Scimitar at all. They just let him do his thing, and they were confident that their Kitsune could get a jam cycle off. Obviously, you can't have, in this format, you can't have racial jammers, so it's not a sure thing, but Kitsune is still a very strong ship in a small format like this. It is a force multiplier after all. And I don't want to call them out right now, but I don't see how Sleeper Social Club can get back into this at all. They're not able to catch anything. They're not able to apply any damage. And the overwhelming control from this Warlords team is going to hold them down as their Hound just melts. Poor little Hound.
It's just a Scimitar and a Slipner now, so...
Yeah, well, the Scimitar is going to be quite beefy. Unfortunately, its weakest resist is to kinetic, which is exactly what this Vindicator deals out.
I mean, well, he could win maybe if you can bait one of them to go outside the boundary and forfeit his team. But...
All right, so this is the situation wherein Sleeper Social Club have to sit at the edge of the boundary and hope the Warlords team just zoom right past him, give him that sweet juke action. But for people not familiar with the format of this thing, the winning team can no longer take the team that they won with. There are a set of 5 teams that are predetermined, or actually there's 7 and each one bans 2. So the Warlords will never be able to field this Vindicator team again in this matchup. So do you think maybe this was Sleeper Social Club just throwing out one of their gimme teams just to get warmed up, or?
Oh, I think this is I think this is maybe the strongest team, personally. Like, it looks like a really strong Minotaur Rush team.
So you're saying not great news for the Sleeper Social Club, but they will be able to bring this team back again sometime until they win with it.
Yeah, well, it's funny because Warlords actually have the identical setup to what they just brought, except a Stiletto swap to the Hound.
Yeah, I actually like the Hound add-in. It's a bit risky, right? Because you're hoping to deal damage to a battleship target or a painted target, but... Alright, the Sleipnir of Sleeper Social Club is going down now. He had a pretty admirable tank for a while. He's going to try and get this Kitsune with him. Just for some pride. No, pride denied. Pride denied. Looks like Planet 6 was letting the Kitsune die just a little bit too. And now just a Scimitar left of Sleeper Social Club. Good fights in local. And looks like these teams are going to reset, get ready to roll for round 2. It is a best of 5 after all. Warlords of the Deep not able to bring this setup again. They looked, would you say, pretty super ultra dominant in this matchup, or was it shaky?
I think Sleeper Social Club maybe had the potential to win this. I didn't like the target calling with the Hound. I think it should have put pressure on the Vindicator instead. Although I don't think it would have been able to break it. I don't know. Maybe it's just like this is like a really strong anti-rush setup that Warlords brought.
Yeah, agreed. When you come up as a rush team with so few targets, when you come up against a control team like this, it is very grim. That 90% web from the Vindicator we saw just do absolute massive amounts of work.
Yeah, and it's really hard to kite these cruels with the 26-kilometer webs they have.
Yep. Just a really good team, really good showing by the Warlords of the Deep here. And I guess we'll throw it back to the studio and see what they have in store for us.
The new high-performance Rig 500 headset from Plantronics is designed to match the skills of an aspiring esport player with the gear they need to win. The new modular system gives you the power to adapt, upgrade, and personalize your headset for the task at hand. The Rig 500 series of gaming headsets are engineered to deliver the perfect combination of durable lightweight comfort in an immersive audio environment. 7.1 surround sound and 24-bit audio provide a stunning 360-degree sound field with directional audio. 40mm drivers with low-frequency resonators provide crisp highs and boosted bass. Clear voice noise-canceling technology provides clear communication to your teammates. From the headset company that equips the pros, the 500 series was crafted to meet the needs of esports and competitive players around the world. The new Rig 500 series of headsets from Plantronics. Respect the training. Reactions win.
And we are back. Well, that was a very interesting first match, and I'm very much looking forward to the comments from the team back here. We've already been discussing a couple of interesting things there in the break, so we'll see where that goes. But before I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Sir Squeebles for some of this analysis, I'm going to give away 1 billion ISK of EVE-BET credit, and your answers to the question I'm going to ask you can go into the Twitch channel. So get your little typey fingers ready. The first question tonight is going to be, what month is the next eventee? What month is the next eventee? This is the live event in Nottingham. This should be a pretty easy one, so get your answers in there and get yourself 100 million ISK of EVE-BET credit. You will be contacted by BayRJ, and he will give you the code you require. If you're nice and quick, you might be able to get it on, possibly on the next match, but certainly on the third match. I see some good answers there already, so excellent. With that, Mr. Sir Squeebles.
Thank you very much. So, already one match in our potential 5-match series. First one going to Warlords. Well done by them. A lot to discuss there. But actually, I think Bay, are you here right now?
Yep.
All right. I want to throw it straight to Bay to talk about something, and I know Apotny will probably want to chime in, but there's another NT event that's forming. Can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, so I get poked by a lot of people on TQ and on Twitter and stuff, keen to take part in some sort of EVE sport like Collides. A lot of people are like, how can I get into Collides? Obviously for this season we've handpicked the best teams we can get hold of to create the best entertainment we can. But it is tournaments are a big passion of mine, and the idea of getting more people involved gets me really excited. So I've been working on an idea called We're going to call it UNT Fight Club. It's going to be a monthly show. It's going to be in between the Clydes ones. And the idea is to make design. I'm working on designing a format that's going to be as open as possible, so anyone can sign up, much in the way that Neo was structured, if anyone remembers that. And so we're gonna have 5-man teams to match Collides, and so a team captain can sign up. He can find up to 9 of his buddies, submit them as a roster, and then basically we're going to come with a kind of fairly complicated system of matching them up against each other, and it's just about dipping your toe into the tournament experience, I guess.
So basically, I mean, the concept as I understand it, and this is something I've not yet been too involved in, but maybe a more approachable version of what you're seeing here today, right? Or at least more open. I think this was, as you mentioned, I think an invitation-only sort of ordeal, and my understanding is that Fight Club will not be that way, right?
No, I want anyone who's interested to sign up. Whether you're a small corp in low sec who kind of roams around with 6 or 7 guys every night, you're eligible. You just sign up, get onto CC, and have a little practice, and then turn up on the night. And whether you're a small low sec corp, or even if you're a big alliance but have a few guys who are interested, or even you've got a channel with a bunch of friends in. Who you're all in different alliances now. The idea is to bring people together based on their interest and not, restrict them to having the big format the alliance tournament does, which is quite intensive for a lot of people.
Well, it sounds really awesome, and obviously I have to throw it to Apothny. Apothny, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about the Fight Club initiative?
About a 38.
38.
Nash and Bay have asked me to be the host for this new tournament, which I'm really, really excited for. And part of my job is going to be finding and nurturing some new casting talent, because I'm pretty sure people are sick of my voice by this point. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and find new commentators to try out in the different matches. And if you want to apply, if you're interested, you should send an email to Apothny on Tranquility, so my character. You should include why you want the job, any previous or relevant experience, and what was the other thing? Oh, yes, why you think you'd be good at it. Deadlines for submitting are the end of the coming Sunday, so it's 23:59 Eve time on Sunday the 13th of December. We will have further applications after that point, but that's going to be the first round, so if you're interested in casting, totally hit me up on TQ. It's going to be really, really awesome.
And I should mention that if it's anything like the event, you do not have to wear pants while casting, and you can drink on the job. If not, I would not be here. So that sounds really awesome, guys. That's going to be really exciting. We've had a hell of a lot of fun just as a team with these first few episodes of this season, and I think opening up and having even more teams for something like Fight Club should be just as much fun, if not more so, and I'd prefer not to be banned for saying that. So, that out of the way, we have a lot to talk about in the match. We're just now about 5-6 minutes maybe out on the next match. Again, today's episode of NT Collides is Warlords of the Deep versus Sleeper Social Club. If you missed the first match, welcome. You should have tuned in sooner. Warlords did take that first match, and it was kind of a longer match, and that's the first thing I want to throw at one of the commentators. Elise, why did that match take so long with how much DPS was present on the field?
I think a lot of it had to do with the Hydra team really wanting to, the Warlords team really wanting to maneuver correctly.
Right.
To find out the best position they wanted to.
The new high-performance Rig 500 headset from Plantronics is designed to match the skills of an aspiring esport player with the gear they need to win.
Was just a control team, which means it has lots
the new
of
modular system gives you the power to adapt, upgrade, and personalize your headset for the task at hand. The Rig 500 series of gaming headsets are engineered to deliver the perfect combination of durable lightweight comfort in an immersive audio environment.
We have 5 minutes and there's so many people in here. I wanted to continue that over to Sule
24-bit audio provide a stunning 360-degree sound field with directional
unique
audio.
to see a match take
40
that long with
millimeter
so much
drivers with
positioning, or
low
is that
frequency
something that's fairly
resonators
common
provide
to
crisp
e-tournaments?
highs and boosted bass.
I think it's
Clear
pretty
voice
common.
noise
I mean,
canceling technology provides
when
clear
it's two setups,
communication to your
you
teammates.
can,
From the headset company that equips
have
the
that
pros,
when
the
you
500
get
series was
hands,
crafted to meet the needs of
joysticks,
esports and competitive players around the world.
You know, it's the very first match of the
The
series.
new
so
Rig
kind
500 series of headsets
see
from
how the other team
Plantronics.
react in this sort of situation.
Respect the training.
It is quite common.
Reactions win.
Gotcha. I'm just seeing now that we're having some audio issues, so bear with us, guys. We are looking into this. Hopefully it gets resolved in a minute, but I'm going to keep rambling until it does. A ship that we see everywhere in the tournament. We definitely saw him a lot in the Alliance tournament this year. We're seeing him in every single episode of NT Collides. Is the Tech 3 destroyers. So some Svipples out for the Sleeper Social Club team. We talked about those, especially in the last episode. We talked about the importance of a good T3D pilot and how versatile those ships can be. Suetonia, what went right there for the Svipples and what went wrong? And what maybe could they have done to leverage those ships a little bit better?
Well, I think the Stipples, they didn't go into defense mode really, even when they were tackled, although I don't think there was much they could really do in that situation. I think the Stipples needed to be able to kill the Cruels, but I think the Warlords team just piloted
The new
correctly.
high-performance Rig 500 headset from Plantronics is
saw the
designed to
Cruels
match
get
the
pretty low, like
skills of an
half armor.
aspiring esport player with the gear they need to win.
Yeah, and we were talking a little
The
bit.
new
in between
modular
the break,
system gives you the
the
power
break
to
between the match
adapt,
and now,
upgrade, and
talking about
personalize your
what
headset
mode
for
the
the task
Svipples
at
were in
hand.
when they died.
The
Somebody
Rig
referred to
500
it as
series of
death
gaming
mode.
headsets are engineered
So
to
apparently they
deliver
weren't
the
in
perfect
defensive when they went down. I think
combination
that was
of durable lightweight
sharpshooter if
comfort in
I
an
know my
immersive
modes.
audio
I'm not a big Svipple guy myself.
7.1 surround
but
sound
definitely a lot
and
of decisions
24-bit
to be
audio
made. It's
provide a
interesting
stunning
to think they might not have been
360-degree
able to
sound
do
field
anything. Those
with
Fendi webs
directional audio.
definitely really potent.
40mm
I'm going to
drivers
throw it
with
back
low
to Suleiman
frequency
again
resonators
because
provide
another
crisp highs
upcoming
and
change that's
boosted
about
bass.
to hit TQ
Clear
that
voice
is
noise
a huge
canceling
deal
technology provides clear
is the
communication
changes
to
to
your
remote
teammates.
reps and how they
From the
operate. So can
headset
you just really
company that
quickly give
equips
us
the
an
pros,
overview of what's
the 500
changing with remote
series was
repair
crafted to
systems?
meet the needs of esports and competitive players around the world.
Rather than shield and armor,
The new
reps have
Rig
the same
500
range.
series of
Armor now
headsets from
has,
Plantronics.
slightly shorter
Respect the
range,
training.
but reps are
Reactions
better
win.
for the extremity of the range. So it comes down to they have a higher optimal than shield reps now. Shield reps have reps fully.
Hey, I think I'm going to cut you off real quick. It sounds like we still have audio issues, so I think the plan right now is that we're going to pause for a minute just so they can isolate what that is and fix it. So I think we're going to be back in a minute, guys. If everyone just keeps comms clear, hopefully we'll get it wrapped up, and then we'll be right back. And now we're back. Now that I figured out to unmute myself in one of the many audio channels that I'm in. So if you don't get enough of me, you could have heard 3 of me at the same time from what I caught of that audio issue. So sorry about that, guys. Thanks for the patience. A lot of things going on here. It seemed like something just got switched on that shouldn't have been on. But hopefully you enjoyed those advertisements. Thanks to our sponsors. So with that, we're now pretty much on time for the next match. I'm on field right now. It does look like the teams are near ready, but we haven't quite wrapped up the discussion. I realize a lot of the audio was muddled, but I did hear a comment earlier that I thought was interesting, and I apologize for forgetting who said it, but one of you said that you thought that this was probably the strongest comp for Sleeper Social. That is the Svipul